At 19, I felt like a prisoner in my own home. My parents tracked my location 24/7. If my phone died, they panicked. If I didn't reply in minutes, they blew up my phone. And the unfair part? My older brother could disappear for hours, and nobody batted an eye. One weekend, I finally snapped. I just wanted a few hours of peace. No fights, no tracking, just freedom. So I found a way to slip away. I thought it would be harmless, but instead of relaxing, my mom called the police. And when 2 officers showed up at our door, my parents were forced to face a truth they had been avoiding. That moment changed everything between us. Imagine being 19 years old, but every step you take is being tracked. If your phone dies, it's panic. If you don't reply in a few minutes, it's an explosion of calls and texts. And the worst part? My older brother could vanish for hours and nobody cared. That double standard was my life. Until one weekend, I finally had enough. I thought I was sneaking out for a little peace and quiet. But instead, my mom called the police. And when 2 officers showed up at our door, everything changed. I grew up in a strict household. My parents weren't evil, but they were controlling, especially with me because I'm a girl. They had my location on 24/7. If I didn't answer immediately, they assumed the worst. One time my phone died, and my mom literally had my brother drive around town looking for me. Meanwhile, my brother, he was 21, free to disappear whenever he wanted, no questions asked. It was frustrating, exhausting, and honestly suffocating. After years of this, I hit a breaking point. I didn't want to scream or argue anymore. I just wanted a few hours of peace, to feel like a normal teenager. So I asked a friend to help me mask my location. Nothing shady, no secret parties. I just wanted to breathe without being tracked. That weekend, I left my phone charging at home, grabbed a coffee, and went for a quiet walk. For the first time in forever, I felt free. But peace doesn't last long when you've got parents like mine. A couple hours later, my mom completely freaked out. She called my brother. She called my friends. And when nobody could find me, she went nuclear and called the police. Yep, you heard that right. She told them her daughter was missing. Next thing I know, 2 police officers are standing at our front door, asking where I am. Embarrassing? Totally. Stressful? Beyond words. But then something happened that I never expected. It backfired. On my parents. The officers asked a few blunt questions about why I was being tracked constantly. They looked at my parents like, wait, you call the police every time your daughter doesn't reply for a few hours? Watching my parents stumble and stutter through that explanation was honestly vindicating. That awkward, very public moment forced them to face reality. After the police left, my parents actually deleted the tracking app from my phone. They still worried, sure, but the constant freakouts and surveillance stopped. For the first time, they listened when I said I needed trust and space. My brother still gets more freedom, of course, but at least I could finally breathe without feeling like a prisoner. Would I recommend faking your location and accidentally involving the police? Absolutely not. It was tense, stressful, and not the way I wanted things to happen. But for me, it worked. My parents got called out in the most public way possible, and it forced them to loosen their grip. So yeah, small revenge, big result. I got some real breathing room, and finally a little freedom. What about you? Do you think my parents were being protective? Or just controlling? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more crazy story times, like this one.